Mean Cone. I studied in Melbourne, Australia for 5 months, and it was a great experience. I met a lot of awesome people from all over the world. I traveled the whole country. I went to Tasmania, I snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef, I went bungee jumping, went to Southeast Asia. It was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. I missed a lot. I
studied abroad in Barcelona, which is in Spain, and it was absolutely amazing. I was there for an entire semester. I lived with a host family. I was able to do a lot of amazing things. I was actually able to go to one of the Barcelona football games, and I don't know if anyone really knows about Barcelona, but they're huge on football. It's just absolutely amazing.
I studied abroad in ADDERLYN University in England. I had an amazing experience. I'd recommend it for everybody. You learn a lot about another culture and how their school systems work.
The people I met, it's just amazing. All the different cultures, all the different experiences, all the different things you learn.
Driving on the other side of the road is definitely something to get used to, especially crossing the street, because you have to remember usually you want to look to the right, but you're going to have to start looking to the left so you don't get hit by a car. It's pretty important. The Aussies over there are quite different. Their accents are thick and it's hard to understand when they're talking fast. Especially professors. You can't stop a professor in the middle of 200 students and ask them to repeat what they said. So that was definitely a struggle to get used to. The food wasn't too different. They do eat kangaroo there. They do eat wallaby, which was a cool experience to eat a kangaroo burger after class. That's something new.
Something I found interesting when I studied abroad in Dublin, Ireland, was the culture over there. It was very different than how it is over here. People are very willing to help you no matter what's going on in their own schedules. If you're walking down a street and you look the least bit lost, like 5 people will stop and try and help you.
Once I came home from studying abroad, I was actually able to use all of the Spanish that I learned while I was working. I work in a hospital at home, and one of the patients was having trouble. They only spoke like a little bit of broken English and just straight Spanish, so I was actually able to help the doctor translate what was going on, where the pain was, and to actually help the patient, communicate with the doctor. So that was actually really rewarding, and I thought that was absolutely amazing, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to actually have the courage or the knowledge to translate or to communicate with this patient if it weren't for studying abroad.
One thing that was really different was that Australians don't really like wearing shoes. So it wasn't weird to see like Australian guys, especially like if they're going to the gym or going to class, they're usually not wearing shoes, and that's just not weird for them. That's just a part of their culture, I guess, which was cool to learn.
In Europe, you can travel wherever. I went to Rome, and I think the cost was like 20 euros for the flight. So I was 6 rows away from the Pope on Easter. I got to go all in the Highlands of Scotland, Amsterdam, Paris, London, right before the Olympics. It was absolutely an amazing experience. If you ever want to study abroad and are a business major, go to Dublin, Ireland. It is one of the top business schools in Europe, and you will not regret it.
The greatest part about studying abroad was that we had a spring break that was 3 weeks long, and I got to travel to Scotland, Ireland, France, Belgium, and Italy. And it was just like an amazing experience. I loved everything about it.
It was just fantastic. I think everyone should have an opportunity to study abroad, especially in Barcelona. But if not, I have other friends who studied in different countries and just absolutely had amazing experiences. And the opportunity to travel is just fantastic. I was able to actually go to like 9 different countries throughout Europe, which is just something you can only dream of.
I would definitely recommend students take this opportunity while they're still in school, because it's hard to travel and explore like that once you're on your own, and it's an expensive process, and the best way to do it is to go somewhere and study and get credit for what you're doing and the experience that you're taking.